Joining us today is former Defense Secretary Orly Mercado. We're bringing in former Defense Secretary Orly Mercado because, Sec, it was during your time that those two boats were grounded in Ayungin and also in Scarborough Shoal. Can you give us a brief background on why the AFP did this?
No, I stand guilty as charged.
Yun.
Na meron kaming kinalaman dyan.
Hindi ko marinig.
Actually, alam natin ang ating katunggali that China is a rich, second largest economy now in the world. It has spent so much money in armed forces, the PLA, the Navy, Air Force, etc. And we're in an asymmetrical contest. Talagang wala tayong halos magawa. But that doesn't mean to say we will give up our rights, not only territorial rights, exclusive economic zone, but even the right to be able to make use of the system, the natural gas as well as the fossil fuel that can be pumped out of the exclusive economic zone.
Senator, sorry, I'm used to calling you Senator because I covered you in the Senate. So I'll just call you Senator. Senator, but what was the strategic rationale for grounding initially two vessels in 1999?
Oh, actually, ang pinaka-importante maisip natin, we know that it is an issue of presence. We have to be there. Our presence is very important. In the acquisition of territory of conflicting countries, it can be acquired by buying or sale, like when the United States bought Alaska from the Russians. They can annex it if it is contiguous, and then continued effective occupation. Ang ginagawa ng China sa atin, grabe. Hindi lang, the beginning they started, they were saying that the structures that were being put up, like the structure in Mischief Reef, was just a shelter for fishermen, Chinese fishermen. And they were even saying, baka rin, pwede rin kayong gumamit dito, etc. But lo and behold, before we knew it, they had octagonal structures already. There were piles that were driven, and it had structures built of fiberglass and concrete. Now, what has happened is that they even put a parabolic antenna for communication. So it was very obvious that they were already not only occupying it, militarizing it. So how do we cannot drive them out, but we have to be there to make sure that we do not update our claim. So what we did was we beached a LST, a land tank, yung BRP Sierra Madre. It's just only 22 kilometers away from Mischief Reef, and it's also within the exclusive economic zone. They put up their structure in Mischief Reef, which is within the exclusive economic zone of the Philippines. And during that time, wala pa yung decision na confirming that it was within our zone, and walang rights yung China na to put up a structure and say that they had the islands that they have developed are a source of exclusive economic zone.
Okay, but there were two, Senator, there were two ships that were grounded. There was the BRP Sierra Madre on Ayungin Shoal, and there was also the BRP Benguet in Scarborough Shoal. I was just wondering. Yeah, I was just wondering, Senator, why was there a decision to pull out BRP Benguet? Because that's being already cited as a reason why there was also a similar promise to pull away BRP Sierra Madre.
Dagdag lang, Patrick.
Yes.
Di ba, Senator, 5 yung original na plano na mga barko na i-beach diyan sa mga shoals? Hindi lang 2, di ba?
Hindi, actually, mga 4 yan. But what happened is that, of course, we did not stay long because nagkaroon ng exodus. No? We had
Okay.
to leave. And nagpalit ang gobyerno. No? But be that as it may, we had something already structured. It was already there, Benguet. But there was very strong pressure during that particular time to withdraw it. And I objected to it, but there were, it was a constant battle. There are, I think, yung mga discussion yan, came out in the book written by Marquez
Vitug.
Namilan Vitug on in the cluster E of the cabinet, which is and madalas kami magkatugali ni Secretary Jason, who was Foreign Affairs Secretary, and there were reasons that he was leaving, etc. I don't want to attribute any reason for it,
Okay.
but it was really a difficult thing as far as we were concerned, because it was in effect withdrawn. Hindi, sa pag-upisa pa lang, papunta pa lang, alam na ng China na kaya nagkaroon ng kirian dyan tungkol sa issue niya.
Senator, was there also was there also pressure to withdraw during your time? Was there also pressure to withdraw the BRP Sierra Madre?
Yes. They were insisting that we should remove it. And then later on, sabi nila, it's a question of presence.
Oh.
If we give that up, we will actually be abdicating our presence in the exclusive economic zone.
So, Senator,
Kaya napaka-importante yung kaya unfortunately, ang problema natin is that wala tayong consistency. Walang follow through. We do not build on things. We when there is a change of administration, there is a change of leaders. There's not even a well, of course, because magulo rin yung mga panahon because of exodus, etc. So things were moving very fast.
okay. So,
Mr. Mercado, linawin ko lang. You mentioned pressure to pull out the Benguet. So pumayag yung Estrada administration na i-pull out yung Benguet, pero hindi pumayag yung meron ding pressure to pull out the Sierra Madre. Hindi pumayag yung Estrada administration. Lilinawin ko lang yon.
Well, I wasn't involved anymore in the so-called pull-out. And as far as I was concerned, it was a very wrong decision. In fact, we had 3 more that we were plotting to put it up in that particular area.
hindi na natuloy. I guess natigil yun, Senator, natigil yung mga plan to beach more boats, at least 2 to 3 more, because of the pressure from China?
Hindi.
Because of exodus.
Actually,
Exodus.
alam mo, ang problema natin, padalas ko nga sabihin, style natin bara-bara we do not put science in our fight.
Mr. Mercado, pressure from China ba yan? Ulitin ko lang yung tanong ni Patrick. It was pressure from China and course through which agency?
TFA.
Alin.
Mr. You mentioned kasi yung pressure na we gave in to pressure. Saan ang galing yung pressure? Galing ba yan sa Beijing? And saan dinaan yon? Sa anong agency siya dinaan?
Ay, hindi ko na alam kasi yung workings ng foreign affairs, hindi ko naman pinakikialaman yun
But it reached the cabinet, yung pressure na yon.
Yeah, but I
Umabot siya sa cabinet. Umabot siya dun sa security cluster ng cabinet. Yung pressure na yon to pull out the beached ships.
Yes. Even Sierra Madre, lahat talaga, they were asking that because ang unang sinabi ko, ang unang excuse ko yun, it's an accident. Then later, actually,
Related dun sa...
Tinatanong nga ako, bakit maraming aksidente? We're accident prone eh. Kasi sila naman, ang sinasabi, hindi rin naman totoo yung sinasabi nila eh. Sinasabi nila, silungan lang ng mga fisher folk yung tinatayo nila. Ngayon eh, military base na yun eh. Napakarami ng napakarami mga struktura. Ngayon, they're making a big thing about a crumbling and rusty ship. Samantalang what they have built and destroyed, they have in the process destroyed our natural resources, even compromising our ability to be able to harvest marine resources from that area. Doon sa mga area na naglagay na sila ng runways and also floating, permanent flat tops or bases where they will be able to launch military action operations.
So, Senator, I guess that the decision to pull out the BRP Benguet was a decision made by the President himself, President Estrada, right? So, did he also make a similar decision regarding the BRP Sierra Madre?
Related sa tanong ni Patrick, Senator, dahil sabi nung fellow columnist nyo sa Manila Times, si Bobby Tiglao kanina, na nag-agree daw si President Erap na tanggalin yung BRP Sierra Madre. No? At binanatan pa kayo ni Bobby Tiglao na ill-conceived daw yung pag-beach ng BRP Sierra Madre. Coming from your fellow columnist.
Pero totoo rin, nandun pa yun eh. Hindi naman, during the time, up to the time I was still secretary, that was never touched. And ang problema nung, and this is in the book written by Marites, si Siason, nag-aambisyon no na Secretary General ng United Nations. And China is going to be a critical yun ang sabi. I don't know kung totoo yun.
It's starting to get even more interesting and complex, no, Senator?
Alin?
Well, what you just said, that there was, more intervening ambitions and personal ambitions of certain people also. Nabanggit lang niyo about Secretary Siazon. But anyway, if you may continue, Senator.
No, actually, I'm just quoting what was written by
in the book.
The book. I'm not making a charge.
Okay.
Kasi ayoko naman, wala na yun eh. Pumanaw na yung tao, tapos hindi naman makakasagot. Hindi naman tama yun.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Pero Senator, ang kinagagalit ngayon ng China, pumayag bakit daw tayo nag-i-improve at naglalagay ng improvement sa Sierra Madre. Tanong ko lang yung mga Navy ships ba natin, gaano kadalas ba yun na mag-repair and maintenance? Kasi, syempre, kapag pinabayaan natin yung Sierra Madre, lulubog na lang yung mag-isa ron. Kung hindi naman yan i-improve. Ano ba yung normal maintenance schedule ng mga vessels ng Navy? And Coast Guard siguro, although hindi naman kasama yun sa defense.
I cannot speak for the armed forces or the management of that particular ship after my term has finished already. Wala na. What we did was we granted an instant outpost, and up to now that is the only thing left. All of this talk about China complaining about it, we should be complaining about what they have done to the destruction of the environment and the establishment of military outposts, including runways. Hindi tayo nagre-reklamo eh. This is the guy, he's complaining about a small ship. Samantalang ang ginawa nila, winasak nila yung just to be able to build up their structures, which we have not acted against. We have not even, we're all we've done is register, protest, etc. Napagtatawanan lang tayo. So, if that's the way we fight for our sovereignty and territorial integrity, we lose everything.
Okay, thanks for joining the Story Conference, former Defense Secretary Orly Mercado.
Thank you, Senator.
Thank you, Senator.
may gusto lang akong ihabol dahil salita si former Defense Chief Lorenzana, no? Secretary of National Defense ni Digong, na sabi niya, balak din niyang magpadala sana ng puwersa sa Scarborough para itaboy yung, ang ginamit ng salita, in-check no, doon sa Scarborough. No? Pero ang sabi, natakot daw si Digong, after nung victory natin sa UNCLOS, natakot si Digong na baka ma-antagonize ng China. No? Medyo bago to, nanggaling mismo ito dun sa Defense Chief ni Digong. Ang ginamit ng salita, natakot ang presidente dahil sa ating victory sa UNCLOS to anger China.
Baka lalong
Pero you have to hand it also to Digong na hindi niya tinanggal si Delphine Lorenzana ever. Kasi ang balitang-balita nun within that Chinoy community, talaga daw naglalabi ng gusto very strongly ang Chinese embassy natanggalin si Delphine Lorenzana as defense chief.
Ang tingin nila pro-US.
hindi pumayag si hindi pumayag si Digong. So ano rin siya, marunong din siya. Hindi naman siya ganun kaano sa Beijing.